Hey everybody, welcome to the Research Argument Rough Draft instructional video. You have done your really rough draft, which included the introduction with a working thesis, some kind of outline or sketch of how you plan to address the points that you bring up in your essay, as well as your working bibliography or working works cited page. Remember that your works cited you need to have at least 6 good research sources, and at least 2 of them need to be academic scholarly journal articles. So that's when using the UC library databases is going to come in really handy, or using Google Scholar, or even using Wikipedia as a jumping off point. You can use Wikipedia, just don't use it as a source itself. I don't want to see anybody citing Wikipedia, okay? So yeah, this is the rough draft. This preliminary information is the same in your introduction and your the rough draft, as well as the final essay. Remember that you can choose any of the 4 main articles by Konnikova, Piori, McWilliams, or Turkle. It might be easiest for you if you started off writing about one of those authors to just keep focusing on that. It really depends on what you've written for your synthesis/critique essay, but the choices are yours. You may wind up using all 4 of them, which is fine, as long as you can pull in the connections and make connections and use those sources to support your argument. Remember that your argument is answering the question. And what is that question? Does technology make us happy? So you're going to take a stance, yes or no, and then you're going to prove by pulling evidence from various sources that you're right? And don't forget that you also want to take a look at the other side. We've had several of you wrote in your papers that the author looked at both sides of the issue, which made them more credible. So that is a great way of adding credibility to your paper and being a reliable writer, a reliable author. So it's good to look at both sides. The counter argument does not need to be a full-fledged paragraph. You're more than welcome to have a full paragraph on the counter argument, but at least give a nod to the other side by providing some kind of a concession statement, or at least showing that you've examined the other side of the issue. So one of the 4 main articles, use supplementary resources. At least you have to have 6, and 2 need to be academic scholarly journal articles. So the rough draft is due on the 31st, and then the following week is when your final revision is due. Keep in mind, the longer you wait to get your draft in, the longer it's going to take me to get feedback to you. And we're really coming down to the wire now. Saturday, August 6th is the final day that you can submit all work, because that only gives me a couple of days turnaround before grades are due. So please don't drag your heels on this assignment. I know that I haven't required rough drafts for the other 2 essays, but I am for this one, because it's really important that you get feedback from me to make sure that you are on the right track, and that gives you a better chance of having a better paper all around. So make sure 7 to 8 pages. That does not include your works cited page. Make sure that you have a clear thesis statement and that it's a part of your introduction. Claims and counter arguments need to be supported by sources. So it's always good to be looking for the other side of the issue and having a source that will support that claim. Integrate your quotations, paraphrases, and summaries from the variety of sources. Use MLA format. Use correct MLA citations. And remember that your works cited page, or pages, depending on how long your citations are, will start on a separate page. They will start on a new page. It doesn't have to be a separate document. Just start it on a new page. For those of us who grew up in a different time where we had to print things out, we oftentimes wanted to save save space on our paper or save paper, so we try to cram as much as we can so we wouldn't have to spend so much on paper and printing. But because everything is submitted electronically these days, you don't have to worry about that. So please make sure to start it on a fresh new page. Okay, I think that addresses everything. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, good luck with this paper. I look forward to reading your writing. Bye-bye.